It's like a cooking class, except we're brewing beer. So B.I.Y. is basically a brew on premises operation, which essentially is home brewing away from home, you could say. We started because my husband started home brewing at home, and it starts with a 5-gallon pot, and then you have to have, the equipment just keeps going and going and going. So like before we knew it, our home had turned into like essentially a brewery. We had equipment everywhere, we had beer literally in the bathtub, we had it in closets, I mean it was everywhere. And I was talking to a friend of mine who lived in New York, who said he just got started brewing as well, and he lived in a tiny New York apartment. And so I said, well, where do you keep all your stuff? Because we're struggling, you know, we lived in a little condo. And he said that he doesn't. He goes, I go to this place. And I had never heard of the concept before because it's not really a thing here in San Diego yet. It's becoming one, but at the time, 2 years ago when we began, it wasn't. So I thought, we need that for our personal selves because my house is getting crazy. And then, you know, I started talking to my husband, Trey, about it, and we thought, this is a really good idea. So we approached a couple different breweries, and we were here at Helm's one day. It was our first visit here. And we got kind of gutsy and just said, hey, one of the owners was here, Ken, and we said, we have this idea. What do you think? And he goes, I think it's great. And so that was that. So what we're brewing today is an extract recipe instead of an all grain recipe. And basically it's taking those grains there and expediting this process. Trey's passing out the extract right now. So this is your malt extract. It's kind of like a syrupy solution. What we're gonna do is just basically stir this into your water. You wanna do it quickly but slowly. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is add the hops to our beer. So the hops is gonna give your beer aroma and flavor. 1, 2, 3, go ahead and dump your hops in and then start your timers. So at this point, we literally have about 39, 40 minutes, basically to watch water boil. So at this point, we'll take a little break, and then in about 10 minutes or so, Matt's gonna take us on a private brewery tour. So if you feel the need to sit and watch it boil, you can, but we'll keep everything going and maintained while you guys enjoy yourselves. One of my favorite things about the craft beer industry, and I'm not sure if it's just specific to San Diego, everyone in this business is incredibly welcoming and incredibly helpful. One of the things that Helm's instilled in us is that everybody helps each other. You know, the brewery down the street isn't your competition, they're your friends. And you know, they'll share tips with you and you know, help you along the way. And a lot of the people that come to us to brew, they have that same attitude. It's just a very cool environment. You know, everybody's here to have a good time, and it really does spread the word about craft beer. We have a lot of people that brew with us and then email us months down the road saying, oh man, I made the greatest beer, and I used that trick that, you know, Trey had showed me, or what have you. So it's just a fun industry. It really is.